Congratulations, Miss Waters, for completing your cancer treatment. You go into remission next week. But before we go into remission, I need to inform you of the side effects that may occur. Fatigue, hair loss, infertility, dry mouth, pain, anxiety, constipation, heart problems, high blood pressure, weight gain, itchiness, dizziness, headache, mouth sores, nausea, rash, hot flashes, frequent urination, muscle spasms, and joint stiffness. That is just some of the side effects. Now, I'll give you this book to read because it has many of the side effects to prepare you for remission. Here you go. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed the intro. I just wanted to make humour out of the fact that even in remission you still get side effects from the cancer treatment. So in today's video I actually want to make you aware of the more common side effects that you can experience, because I've definitely been experiencing quite a few. So I'd love to give you guys some tips and advice. I don't want to be here as like a doctor and give you loads of like medications that you should take. I'm just here as a person who knows what you're going through, and yeah, let's get into the video. The first side effect I want to talk about is hormone suppression. So this can be any kind of hormone in your body, but the ones that I want to talk about today is more of the reproductive hormones, because they are very significant to your well-being and your life. So to have them suppressed is hard, especially if you're young like me. You've got your life planned out, you're planning to have kids at well, whatever age, but that all changes because you don't have the hormones to have children. So that can be really hard, and it can be hard for people to deal with and come to terms with. But I think it's important that you aren't resentful about it, because you had to go through the cancer treatment to survive. So this is just one of the consequences of that, and it's unfortunate, but you just kind of have to deal with it. And there's a lot of different avenues that you can go down, like IVF, fostering, adopting. Personally, I would love to adopt, and I'm really happy about that. And it's just about coming to terms with it and being happy with a decision that you may not have wanted before, but it's good for you at the moment. Another annoying side effect is fatigue. I'm 11 months into remission now, and I still get tired at around lunchtime, especially if I'm doing a lot in the morning. Then yeah, I get really tired, and it's really hard because of course during the chemotherapy I did nothing. I was pretty much stationary, so I lost muscle mass, I lost my stamina. So when I'm doing PE at school, I'll do about 10 minutes of basketball, then I'll have to sit out because I just get really tired. And it really sucks, to be honest, because it's hard because you can't always keep up with your friends because you feel too tired to go out. But the biggest remedies for that is kind of just getting good sleep, eating a well-balanced diet, and also exercise. Even though exercise makes you more tired, in the long run it will give you more energy and make you feel less tired because you're building up your muscle and your stamina. I think one of the biggest burdens in remission is definitely pain, because when I feel pain it just reminds me of the dark times during chemotherapy, and it's kind of like that, it's just that burden that's always there. The one that I get mainly is nerve pain. I get it in my legs, especially at night, and it just makes you like lay awake and think about everything. But a lot of people do get pain from scars, and joint pain is a big one, and it is really hard to deal with because before you were like pain free, but then now you're having to suffer the consequences of the harsh cancer treatment that you had to go through. But of course, make sure that you've got a good like pain management routine, and also just distract yourself and just, I don't know, just fight through the pain. I know that's just like typical to say, but you just have to embrace life. You shouldn't hold yourself up because you're in pain. You should just try and fight through it and don't let it get the better of you. The last side effect I want to talk about is emotional side effects. So I think this is not touched on very much, but it is a really big problem in the cancer community. People still feel anxious and depressed when they're in remission because you go through such a crazy, hectic journey and then you just go back into the real world. It doesn't feel like you fit in. Like, I remember I finished treatment, I went back to school, and school was really hard because it felt like I was the odd one out. I hadn't caught up with everybody else. I was very different. I matured a lot quicker because when you're going through something as crazy as cancer, you do mature a lot, and trying to get along with my peers who are also a bit awkward with me was really, really difficult, and it made me quite depressed, and it's really hard. And also anxiety, so like anxiety for scans is definitely there, and it's very hard to deal with. But I recommend like going to see a counsellor or I think having a good support network is the best thing. My family and friends have helped me so much because I know with them I feel comfortable and safe. So yeah, it's just important that you don't let the mental health get you down and put restraints on you, because that's going to feel like such a burden. But yeah, just take your new lease of life and embrace it. So I haven't actually really talked about side effects such as heart and lung problems or secondary cancers because I don't have any of those problems at the moment, so I don't really want to talk about them without having personal experience, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I just wanted to touch on the main late effects that people have and how to cope with it. And yeah, I would just remember to embrace your new life. It's really hard adjusting to this new life, but just, you know, just see it as your new lease of life and just grab it with your hands and just make sure that you embrace it. And you know, there's going to be obstacles for sure, but you just need to get over those obstacles and live life to the full. Thank you so much for watching, and remember that you are stronger than cancer.